Good day, Mr. Chair. Allow me to also support the budget by the Honorable Minister, Dr. Butale. And let me also throw a stick at the python. More especially that I'm not only a colleague, but also a student of politics and international relations. Strengthening Botswana's foreign policy and strategic documents. There's been an ongoing debate about the need to codify our foreign policy or strategy for so many years. We need to establish which are the key national interests in our foreign policy. Is there any codified document which can provide these answers? The government should, in formulating and codifying our foreign policy, categorize our national interest in relation to our bilateral relations. Botswana needs more comprehensive foreign policy, a white paper to guide international engagements, particularly regarding our non-aligned stance and growing global challenges like climate change and security threat. The Foreign Service Act should clearly outline the role of diplomats, career progression, qualification for political appointees to ensure professionalism in foreign service. Economic diplomacy for sustainable development. We need to be more emphatic on commercial or economic diplomacy. Our foreign policy should be more about the economy, particularly trade and investment. We need to focus on development of businesses between countries we relate with. We should also generate commercial gains in form of trade, tourism, inward and outward investment through cooperation operations and also entrepreneurship promotion or facilitation. Botswana should leverage existing trade agreements such as AGOA to boost exports, particularly in the textile and also the beef industry. We must strengthen economic ties with major investors like China, more especially in the area of infrastructure development. The EU, of course, in the beef industry, and also the countries such as United Emirates on the diamond trade to attract more foreign direct investment. We need to enhance our diplomatic mission's role in promoting tourism and investment, more especially prioritizing sectors like renewable energy and financial services. We must work on negotiating for more international scholarships by international universities, international organizations and foreign missions that we have in our country. Balancing career diplomats and political appointees. Should the foreign service be pursued for only those who have served there for a long time and now considered career diplomats? Or should it now open up for other Botswana who have the interest and requisite qualifications from social sciences and of course political science to also have a chance to compete and contribute in that space, just like the political appointees that we have, even without requisite qualifications? That's the question, the good doctor. Implementing merit-based appointments for ambassadors while maintaining strategic political representation. There are many graduates of political science, Mr. Speaker. There are many graduates of diplomacy and international relations who are available to take such missions at any given time, especially with the technical and morphological knowledge of the foreign policy analysis. We have set a ratio of political appointees versus diplomats appointments, such as ambassadors. We need to have structured trainings for political appointees to ensure that we have effective diplomatic representation. We need to consider opening a foreign service or a center for such trainings. Maybe similarly to what Namibia is currently doing with their foreign service personnel. We need to have regular rotation for career diplomats to ensure exposure and expertise development. Gore re tle re kgone gore re bone re boelwa ke sengwe mo go bone. Young diplomats and opportunities in foreign service. We need to work on establishing junior diplomatic roles in key missions, more especially in Gaborone-based organizations like SADC and AU offices. We must create opportunities in emerging areas like cybersecurity, peacekeeping, consular services, drawing lessons from the likes of Rwanda's youth mission in foreign service. We must also, maybe on the expansion of diplomatic missions, we need to prioritize diplomatic presence in high impact areas like West Africa, countries like Nigeria, Ghana, for trade expansion. And we should strive for strategic opening of missions. We can't be having many missions concentrated in one region. For example, we have UK and France both accredited to UNESCO. Of course, we do have Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, which are also accredited to UN. But we can't be having so many fiscal regions, fiscal offices in the area. Accreditation and coverage in one fiscal mission should be extended to other countries, Mr. Speaker. We have countries which I believe can have a good spot for opening missions. We need to strengthen Botswana's engagement with BRICS countries. To some, it's not a good idea, but those are other opportunities to explore alternative economic partnership beyond our traditional Western allies. On the public diplomacy and diaspora engagement, we need to enhance our consular services for Botswana's diaspora in countries like the UK, Canada, South Africa, focusing on investment initiatives. We need to expand our digital diplomacy efforts. And we need more engagement with the Botswana diaspora community. Just recently, the president was encouraging Botswana diaspora communities to come back home. How can skill transfer still be facilitated for those people? Since Botswana also recognizes the importance of diaspora in national development, it's only logical to also consider stationing IEC staff in the key embassies in the country with large Botswana population, such as UK and South Africa, because this will streamline voter registration and other key electoral processes, and ensuring that Botswana abroad can fully exercise their democratic rights. So these are some of the suggestions that we have, because if you have those IEC officers, it means dedicated officers in embassies will enhance efficiency, improve voter turnout, reinforce Botswana's democratic integrity on the global stage. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Kelebeng, le ene na tlhalosa gone gore go na le tsone dipuisano kana dingangisanyo tsa gore mme re tshwanela ke gore re nne le codified foreign policy ke tlhalose gore rona re dumela gore e nne teng jaaka ne ke bua gore re setse re heditse re na le a full draft e leng gore e setse re tsentse yone human rights centric approach re lebeletse gone gore re bata gore sengwe le sengwe se re se dirang e be ile gore go a bonala gore rona re ikaegile thata ka go obamela ditshwanelo tsa setho o no bua gape ka gone gore foreign policy ya rona e tshwanetse e ikaege thata ka mo go teng economic diplomacy ke dumelana le wena mme gantsinyana kana ha gongwe jaaka batotegi ba bangwe ba ne ba bua batho ba ete ba ipotse gore gone mme a go na le se se bonalang mme go na le se se bonalang thata ka gore kana the ministry plays a facilitative role re tsaya re kopana le bagwebi re ba ngokela ko Botswana ke ka bua sekai ka bagwebi ba le mmalo ba ileng gore ba setse ba register di company mo Botswana ba toga ebile anong ba simola go bula mme tiro ya rona ke gore re ba ngokele re be re ba neela maphata a harologaneng gore ba ya go diragatsa dikgwebo tsone tseo o ile ka bonakong kana